dealing with a man, a madman, goes by the name of the so-called white man, who the Bible calls Esau. He also doesn't want to go by his biblical nationality because he wants to run from that. And he's hiding all these things. He's having these council, these meetings, trying to deceive. And how can he more deceive the Israelites? How can he more deceive our people? Because he knows there's a time that he has to be alive. So he spread all this madness for what end? It's all going to lead up to his death and destruction anyway.
Yeah. Lies, man. The white man is all about fucking lies. Alright? Get Colossians 2 and 8. That's why the white man thrives on fucking lying. But what's funny is that the motherfuckers who believe him the most is Israel. That's how you know that who Israel is. Because Israel always, instead of hearkening to the Lord, they always wanted to go after the other gods of the heathen. Always wanted to do what the heathens were doing, man. And here it is. they're the greatest people on the planet Earth, man. In sports, all nations want to be like, you know, the Jakes who play basketball, football, boxing, shit like that. But yet they still want to be like the fucking white man. It boggles my fucking mind, man. You know? How you wanna be a motherfucker like that? A bland and shit. No soul, no style to him, man. If he has any style, he learned it from us. They got everything from us. Go ahead.
This is Colossians 2 and 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Yes, we're telling you younger brothers, if you're tuning in for the first time out there, beware of men, fake, phony men that are trying to lead you astray by way of with philosophy and vain deceit, like Darwinism, all right, and evolution and the Big Bang Theory, all that bullshit. Okay, turn to this. Turn to the true way. All right, the word of the Heavenly Father, of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, go ahead.
After the tradition of men.
Right, and Darwinism is a tradition after the tradition of who? Charles Darwin, a so-called white man, an Edomite. Right, go ahead.
After the rudiments of the world. And
if anybody come close to a fucking monkey, it's the so-called white man. All right. Them cocksuckers, they live in caves, all right? They lived in caves. They when their grandparents died and they dried up, they used to use their grandparents' skulls as bowls and eat from them. They used to eat lice off their body. They used to wear their fucking clothes. Kagan, one of the Kagans of the Khazar Empire, which he was an Edomite, right? Shalom, man. Shalom. He was an Edomite, but they had certain Edomites. See, you had certain Edomites that learned the ways how to be civilized, right? Like the Khazarian kingdom, yeah. They learned from us. But then you had Edomites still living in the state where they came from, still living in the mountains, the Caucasus Mountains, and different mountains in Europe, man. And in the book, I believe it's called the 13th Tribe. They said that it was recorded that one of the Kagans said that these people wore their clothes till it disintegrated off them. They stunk. People that they chased them out of the civilization, just like Job described in 30th chapter, man. All right. So that you can understand, they were funky as hell. They were nasty, just like today. They get wet, they smell like fucking dogs, man. Right?
Smell like shit.
Yeah. All that fucking money they got, they still smell like shit. Go ahead.
It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Right.
Yeah, vain deceit and philosophies, man. You know, the philosophy means love of wisdom, but there's no wisdom in this world. How do we know that? Because they still teaching about we come from monkeys. What's a monkey doing standing up and speaking? If a monkey woke up to me standing up and speaking, man, I must be in a dream. I gotta start picturing myself, man. This is all the lies that the so-called, they're still living in this fairy tale land, all right? And the elites know these are lies. All right, and they pushed him out. Once they heard Darwin, I'm pretty sure when Darwin came on the scene talking this monkey crap, he was either paid off or the elites was backing him off and backing that information to get out there. Otherwise, the whole world would have shut his ass down. If somebody come around here and start talking we came from pigs, you call him a madman. And the whole thing is the guy who came. One of the arguments that they make about evolution, we come from monkeys, is that our DNA and molecular strand of DNA is closest to them. But then, like if you look at the skin type of a what is it, a monkey, right? Like the brother's going into earlier. First of all, what kind of monkey, man? You're talking about chimpanzee or ape? Because they all do the same standing up and hands. They all got hands and 4 fingers and grab bananas and do tricks. All right. Or you talking about a gorilla? All right. So the hell with that. And where's the half man, half ape out there? All right. Stop like this. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahushua.
Right, not after the tradition of men. People believe in that bullshit, man. All right. Now, if you know these people that go to college and they study philosophy, which the majority of Jake do that, studying philosophy. Man, you're a complete fucking asshole, man.
It's Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as potter's clay. And more we're noticing that the so-called white man has turned everything upside down according to scripture. Right. He wants men to be women. All right. He wants you to pay with microchips in your hand, which is a prophecy of the mark of the beast to be fulfilled, and we living in that time. All right. He wants you to pay for education, and then the education is BS. Right? You got to bend over backwards just to keep a regular job, but he wants you to be happy in this society. So everything he's done, including the evolution scheme, is just a scheme to get all people to not believe in the Lord. All these things is turning all people against the Heavenly Father, man. And it says, surely for those turning the things upside down, he's going to be esteemed as a potter's clay. And the potter's clay is what? It's made by the potter, man. Yeah. It's all vain. And it's all going to be smashed to bits, along with America when it's destroyed.
Right, because a potter, if he makes let's say he's trying to make a nice pot, and there's something wrong with that pot, he's going to take it and he's going to smash it like nothing. That's how it's going to be with the so-called white men who are the children of Esau in the Bible. That's how it's going to be. The Lord's going to smash them, man, break them up. And he's going to use us to do it. That's the beauty about it, right? All right, now pull up some of them articles that you found. That's the beautiful thing about it, man. That you see, the time is coming that vengeance, the time of vengeance is coming, man. It said that the day of vengeance burns in Yahushua's heart. He's dying to come down here, you know, and get the so-called white man, man. Them who pierced, like the scriptures say, them who pierced him, right? Because they're gonna see Yahushua. They're gonna feel his wrath, man.
Okay. Now this is Darwinism in Wikipedia. It says Darwinism is a theory of biological evolution developed by the English naturalist Charles Darwin and others, stating that all species of organisms arise and develop through the natural selection of small inherited variations that increase the individual's ability to compete, survive, and reproduce. Also called Darwinian theory, it originally included the broad concepts of transmutation of species or of evolution, which gained general scientific acceptance after Darwin published On the Origin of Species in 1859, including concepts which predated Darwin's theories but subsequently referred to the specific concepts of natural selection, of the Weismann barrier, or in genetics of the central dogma of molecular biology. Though the term usually refers strictly to biological evolution, creationists have appropriated it to refer to the origin of life, and is even applied to the concepts of cosmic evolution, both of which have no connection to Darwin's work. It is therefore considered the belief and acceptance of Darwin's and of his predecessors' work in place of other theories, including divine design and extraterrestrial origins. I'll jump down.
Yeah, one of his predecessors was that dude, Georges Lemaitre. Yeah, jump down.
Concepts of Darwinism. While the term Darwinism had been used previously to refer to the work of Erasmus Darwin in the late 18th century, the term, as understood